What's the pettiest thing you've ever been kicked out of a store for? So apparently comparing bananas too thoroughly constitutes hostile shopping behavior. Let me explain. I was at this upscale grocery store, the kind where they mist the vegetables with classical music playing and charge $8 for regular milk because it's curated. I just needed bananas for the week. Now, I'm particular about bananas. Not crazy particular, just normal, I don't want them brown tomorrow particular. So I'm standing there, gently examining bunches, looking for that perfect yellow-green ratio. That's when Harold appeared. Harold was the produce manager who wore his name tag like a badge of honor and had the energy of someone who'd been personally offended by fruit crime. "Can I help you?" he asked, but his tone said, "Stop touching my children." "Just picking bananas," I said. "You've been standing here for 6 minutes. First of all, creepy that he was timing me. Second, it had been maybe 3 minutes max. I'm just looking for good ones." He stepped closer. "They're all good. This is a premium establishment." "Premium establishment. It's a grocery store, Harold, not the Louvre." I picked up another bunch to check for bruises. Harold actually gasped, like I'd slapped his grandmother. "Sir, you're disturbing the display." I looked at the bananas. They were literally just lying there in the same pile. "I'm shopping. You're manhandling the produce." Manhandling. I was holding them the way everyone holds bananas, like bananas. I tried to ignore him and reached for a different bunch. Harold stepped between me and the banana display like a Secret Service agent protecting the president. "I'm going to have to ask you to make a selection or move on." "I'm trying to make a selection. That's why I'm comparing them." He pulled out a walkie-talkie, an actual walkie-talkie. "Code yellow in produce. Customer situation. Code yellow for banana shopping." Within seconds, 2 more employees appeared. A teenager who looked like he'd rather be anywhere else, and a manager named Darlene who had the dead eyes of someone who'd been in retail too long. "What seems to be the problem?" Darlene asked. Harold pointed at me like I was evidence. "He's been aggressively handling bananas for nearly 10 minutes. 3 minutes, I protested. "And he's argumentative," Harold added. Darlene looked at me, then at the bananas, then at Harold. "Sir, how many bunches have you touched? Maybe 4? Like a normal person shopping for bananas?" Harold interjected. 7. I counted. "He touched 7 bunches with no intention to purchase." "No intention to purchase?" "I was literally trying to purchase them. That's why I was there." The teenager piped up, "Is this really happening right now?" Darlene silenced him with a look, then turned to me. "Sir, we have a 3-touch policy on produce." "A what now?" She pointed to a sign I'd never noticed. Sure enough, in size 3 font, "Please limit produce handling to maintain freshness." That's insane. How do you know if fruit is ripe without checking? "We pre-select only P-quality items," Harold said proudly. I picked up the nearest bunch. There was literally a brown spot the size of a quarter. Peak quality? That's when Harold lost it. "You're banned from the bananas." "Banned from bananas." Let that sink in. Darlene sighed. "Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to leave." "For shopping?" "For creating a hostile environment in produce." The teenager was filming now. Good for him. As security escorted me out, yes, security, singular. Just one bored guy named Fernando. Harold followed, cradling the bananas I'd touched like wounded soldiers. "These will have to be marked down now," he muttered. Contaminated by my normal human hands that had touched them the way hands touch bananas." At the exit, Fernando whispered, "Dude, Harold's been like this since his wife left him for a fruit vendor." That explains so much. I found out later that Harold had kicked out 17 people that month for produce violations. Someone started a Facebook group called Harold's Banana Victims. We have 43 members. Last week, I saw Harold at a different store, ironically squeezing avocados. I took a photo and posted it to the group with the caption, "Harold engaging in hostile shopping behavior." He was asked to leave. Now I buy my bananas at the gas station. They're always perfect because no one named Harold guards them like Smaug hoarding gold. Sometimes at night, I wonder if Harold's lying awake thinking about those 7 banana bunches. I hope he is.